For more than 2,000 years, rulers stood at the same narrow strip of land and imagined the same thing. If we cut through this, ships could avoid the long journey around Greece. The land is only about 6 kilometers wide, but for over 2 millennia, that distance proved almost impossible to conquer. This is the story of the Corinth Canal. In southern Greece lies the Isthmus of Corinth. It separates the Aegean Sea from the Ionian Sea. Without a canal, ships sailing between them had to travel around the Peloponnese, a journey of roughly 185 nautical miles. The route was longer and exposed ships to rough weather, especially near Cape Malea. Cutting through the isthmus would dramatically shorten that passage. The idea is ancient. In the 7th century BC, Periander, ruler of Corinth, reportedly considered digging a canal. According to later sources, his advisors warned him against it. Some ancient writers claimed there were fears that the sea levels were unequal and that cutting through could cause flooding. Whether that belief was scientifically valid or not, the canal was not built. Instead, the Corinthians constructed the Diolkos, a paved trackway across the isthmus. Ships were hauled over land on wooden rollers. It worked for centuries, but it was not a canal. The most serious ancient attempt came under the Roman Emperor Nero. In 67 AD, Nero visited Greece and ceremonially began excavation of a canal. Ancient historians such as Suetonius and Cassius Dio describe him striking the ground with a pickaxe to mark the beginning of the project. Roman engineers surveyed the route. Thousands of laborers, including Jewish prisoners captured during the First Jewish-Roman War, were put to work. Excavation began and trenches were cut into the rock. However, in 68 AD, Nero died. The Roman Empire entered a period of civil war known as the Year of the Four Emperors. The project was abandoned. Although the Romans had begun digging, the canal was far from completion. In the centuries that followed, various rulers examined the possibility again. Byzantine authorities considered it. Later, Venetian engineers studied it. Under Ottoman rule, surveys were conducted. But the engineering challenges, financial cost, and instability of the rock walls discouraged completion. The project remained unrealized. In the 19th century, technological advances changed the situation. The opening of the Suez Canal in 1869 demonstrated that large-scale canal construction was achievable with modern engineering and explosives. In 1882, construction of the Corinth Canal officially began under Greek supervision, with international financial backing. Engineers used dynamite and modern excavation methods to cut through limestone and sedimentary rock. The finished canal, opened in 1893, stretches approximately 6.3 kilometers. Its walls rise up to about 79 meters high. It is roughly 24 meters wide at the surface and about 8 meters wide at the waterline. The canal significantly shortened maritime travel for smaller vessels. However, by the late 19th century, global shipping was already shifting toward larger steam-powered ships. Many modern cargo vessels are too wide to pass through the canal. As a result, while the Corinth Canal remains operational and useful, it never became a major international shipping route comparable to Suez. What makes the Corinth Canal remarkable is not its size, it is the time span. The idea was seriously considered in the 7th century BC. Work was begun under Nero in the 1st century AD, and the canal was finally completed in 1893, more than 2,000 years after the first recorded proposal. Empires changed, technology advanced, political systems rose and fell, and eventually engineering caught up with ambition. The Corinth Canal is only a few kilometers long, but its history stretches across millennia. It is not just a waterway, it is a reminder that some ideas outlive the people who first imagined them.